Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 2, Sankhya Yog, Verse 15, with translation and commentary by Swami Mukundananda. In today's commentary, learn about the 6 schools of Hindu philosophy, specifically Sankhya Darshan, and the path it reveals to eternal peace.
Yam hi na vyathayantyete purusham purusharshabha sama-duhkha-sukham dhiram mritatvaya kalpate.
O Arjun, noblest amongst men, that person who is not affected by happiness and distress and remains steady in both becomes eligible for liberation.
He says something very big. He is explaining the reward of being tolerant. He says that wise person who can tolerate both sukh and dukh, happiness and distress, becomes eligible for amritatva or liberation. This is actually the philosophy of Sankhya. You see, in the Bhagavad Gita, what Sri Krishna has done, he has summarized all the Shad Darshans. In our Vedic system, there are 6 darshans or 6 philosophical treatises, 6 schools of philosophy written by 6 great Acharyas. So Maharshi Jaimini wrote Mimamsa Darshan, in which he explained Karma and Karma Kand. Maharshi Vedavyas wrote the Vedanta Darshan, which is pure philosophy. Maharshi Gautam wrote the Nyaya Darshan, which is full of logic and systems, epistemology of philosophy. Maharshi Kanad wrote the Vaisheshik Darshan, which is an analysis of the different elements, etc. Maharshi Kapil wrote the Sankhya Darshan. Maharshi Patanjali wrote the Yoga Darshan. So in the Sankhya Darshan, the philosophy says there is Purush and Prakriti. So Purush is the soul, Prakriti is Maya, the material energy. Where the soul endeavors, the Purush endeavors to enjoy Prakriti, to enjoy the material energy. There is no end to miseries. The material energy engulfs, all right, come. I will meet you, but I'll meet you in this way. You know, like there is a saying, bhog leads to rog. You try and do bhog, and it will result in rog. You try and enjoy, and the world rewards you in disease. So the Sankhya Darshan says that this Purush, when it tries to enjoy Prakriti, it leads to misery. And if the Purush can stop this pravritti, this endeavor for enjoying Prakriti, then this material Prakriti releases it. In other words, it becomes eligible for liberation. So the Sankhya Darshan says, at present, you are unhappy. Everybody is unhappy. Kutrapi kopi sukhi tadapi dukkha shabalamati dukkha pakshe nikshipante viveshaka. The Sankhya Darshan says, you are not happy, you are not happy, you are not happy, you are not happy, nobody is happy. So now think, why am I not happy? Let this be the launching pad to launch yourself out of mundane existence. One person is all right, just my family, my members, my relatives, my job, my food. One person goes beyond. There must be something beyond this in life. Now, how does a person go beyond? Either it was his sanskars of past life that make him think, no, that's not all, think beyond. Or the miseries of this life become too much. So when the burden of misery becomes too much, a person is forced to think, what is behind all this? So that is what the Sankhya Darshan says. dukkhatrayabhighata jigyasa tadibhighatake hetau. Inquire into the source of misery. Why am I suffering? Why should I be suffering? It's not my birthright to suffer. It's my birthright to be happy. Why am I suffering? Think. That will lead you towards knowledge. Just like how did Arjun strike on this knowledge? When the misery became too much, he says, Shri Krishna, what is all this? I am in ignorance, give me knowledge. So when we are suffering too much, we start thinking, why am I suffering? How will I get out? So similarly, the Sankhya Darshan says, let the misery be your launching pad. So in this way, a person who, according to Sankhya Darshan, can stop endeavoring to enjoy Prakriti, that person becomes liberated. Shri Krishna is mentioning that philosophy out here, that your sukha, dukkha, these dualities of pleasure and pain, if you can become indifferent to both, you are qualified for liberation.
Thank you for being a part of the Gita Gyan Yajna, which is our humble attempt to spread the divine knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita. Please subscribe to our channel